everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be watching some more Outlander, Season 1, Episode 5. This is a request from James, so thank you, James. Last episode ended with Dougal telling Claire that she would be going with him on the road to do some... I don't really remember what it was, but I think he's like running some errands. It's like the simplest way I can say it, but like, I guess go deal with some business. Let's just get back into it. Hey, Jamie's there.
I wasn't offended by the lewdness of their jokes, or squeamish over the fact that my dinner looks like a shriveled Easter rabbit. Nor was I too dainty to sleep on a pillow made of stone. What troubled me was that they were clearly using Gaelic to exclude me.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're saying, lass.
They hate me.
They don't trust you. Well, maybe Angus hates you, but he hates everyone.
Who's Angus?
Who's
fuck him up.
you?
And I know you tried to run during the gathering. It's on your mind still. Plain and clear.
At least he didn't snitch on her,
It's been a long day.
you know?
2 pints of grey and 6 shillings.
Trust we'll see you tonight?
Aye, of course.
Good man. What?
And it'll be your usual there. Thanks.
Is that like an annual thing?
What have you got for me?
2 fat pigs and a fine goat.
Hello.
Poor piggy.
2 fat pigs.
Something I can do for you, mistress?
I was just curious. I came with the Mackenzie posse. The men were all busy with the rent, so I found myself rather idle.
Idle, you say? Well, we'll see about that. You have strong hands, Claire. Please, this is Claire Beecham. She's going to be helping us today.
Hello. That's pungent. Is that?
Hot piss. Yes, Claire. Sets the dye fast. Grimmisha hafung grimes into the ganon stone.
Money down, ho, goo-hee-dee-dee, ho-ee-yo, money down, ho,
Goo-hee-dee,
ho-ee-yo, money down, ho,
goo-hee, balo, numbalo, and I'm born numbary,
money down, ho, goo-hee-dee-dee, ho-ee-yo, money down, ho, goo.
Here's a bit of refreshment,
Interesting.
Claire.
That was
Get
cool.
on it.
Thank you.
Slanjiva.
Bottoms up.
Oh, he's teething and won't nurse. My husband had to give away our goat to the laird this morning, so we haven't any milk.
Doesn't seem very fair.
We're going to need a fresh bucket. Rig.
Alrighty then. Geronimo.
They're like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Where you going?
We haven't finished.
Yeah.
She's gonna steal a sheep?
Hey,
That's right.
Where do you think you're taking that?
Back to our owners. The family needs her.
The goat's ours. We're taking our wares.
The hell you are.
That's goods and chattels has to be accounted for.
So you let a child go hungry.
The goat goes with us.
The Sassenach.
We drunk for by.
Madam, is everything all right?
Who are you?
He is a guest of Clan Mackenzie.
Do you treat all your guests this way? bugger off.
You bugger off.
Well, maybe your lugs
Bitch.
need cleaning out.
I assure you, sir, my lugs are perfectly fine.
Go home, laddie, and suckle on your ma's tit.
Aye. The land's been good to you this year. Shame a year enough. A toast ne fiara fen asadren. Right, here's your money.
To get more money? I guess what he said was inspiring or sad. I don't know.
Aye, well enough. And Jamie's back to show. It's money in the bank guaranteed. Be a good lass. Get your needle and thread, mend that.
He's
Mend
gonna,
it yourself.
is he gonna just do it all over again?
I'm not bloody doing it.
What do you think Colin will feel about you helping Dougal steal money from him to line his own pockets? And using his nephew Jamie to do it?
Oh, I thought it was like more money for the rent thing. I didn't know he would keep it for himself. What a douche.
Aren't you the canny lassie?
Just wondering how it works.
The guy from the first village, was he in English? Like, because the coat that he put on, it looked a lot like Black Jack. Was it Black Jack? Was it why he intervened? Like when he heard Sasnak? Maybe he was like, oh, what?
No, thank you. I'm not hungry.
What's the matter with you?
No stomach for stolen food.
Please yourself.
I don't sit with thieves.
Hey, I will not be judged by an English horse. She doesn't want it. All the more for us, huh?
What's got into you, woman? Talking to Angus that way.
Angus can kiss my English arse.
Tell him.
I come from Weedham.
It doesn't matter where you come from. You're here.
Fortunately, yes.
So I'm just to stand by and watch.
You're not to judge things you don't understand. Stay out of it, Claire.
Events followed a familiar pattern. But for my sympathies for Jamie, I had little interest in Dougal's self-serving performance.
Yeah.
The language as alien as ever, but the sentiment clear. Give
Not
us your
exactly.
money, and we will protect you from the English, from the Sassenachs. Long live the Stuart.
Of course, that would be the second Jacobite rising, 45.
Oh,
Second,
A pretender to the throne of Britain was gathering Stuart sympathisers, called Jacobites, for a rebellion. So the Jacobites dedicated themselves to restoring a Catholic king, and Charles Stuart used the Scottish Highlanders to raise money for a Jacobite army. A lost cause, as it turned out.
wait, I want to listen to that again.
right.
Dedicated themselves to restoring a Catholic king, and Charles Stuart used the Scottish Highlanders to raise money for a Jacobite army. A lost cause, as it turned out.
I was beginning to realise the activities Dougal and his men were involved in weren't criminal, they were political. He was using the shocking display of Jamie's scars not to frighten his audience, but to stir outrage against the British. Dougal was raising money for a Jacobite army. The next morning, as I watched them pack, I saw the men in a different light. Not criminals, but rebels. I wished I could tell them that they were on the losing side of history, that it was all a pipe dream. The Stuarts would never unseat the Protestant King George
Right, she
II.
knows.
How could I tell them that? These proud, passionate men who lived and breathed for a flag of blue and white.
Take them down. Wrap the bodies.
We'll give them a proper Christian burial.
Journal check crime. Murder.
It's like every other night it was kind of a show that he was putting on, but after what they saw that day, it's like it comes from the heart.
What are you doing sneaking around outside my door?
I wasn't sneaking about, I was sleeping. Trying to. The tap room's full of townsmen half gone with drink. I was worried some of them might venture up here in search of... Well, I didn't think you'd care over much for such attentions.
You can't sleep out here. At least come into the room. It's warmer.
Sleep in your room? With you?
Yep.
I couldn't do that. Your reputation would be ruined.
Oh, oh. Oh. Can't wait for their first sex scene. Because I know it's gonna happen. I mean, it has to. I'm sorry about her husband, but I'm rooting for this.
I thought you had no Gaelic.
I've picked up enough to understand what "Long live the Stuart" sounds like.
You might have picked up more than you should.
Yeah, she's not supposed to know, because she's English. She's a
I
spy.
told you that the odds were stacked against you. Raising money for a war that you cannot win.
That worries you, does it?
You're the ones that should be worried.
Get the shade of votes in them, lie.
Here we go. Three split lips, 2 bloody noses, 12 smashed knuckles, and 4 loosened teeth. Any excuse for a fight.
You were the excuse.
They were talking shit on her. He defended her?
Me?
It was your honor we were defending.
Oh.
The lout called you a whore.
Oh. He's the one who got up. Angus.
We can insult you, but God help any other man that does.
Oh. I am surprised. Impressed. But stop insulting her.
That was very, very quick, very bloody. And the whole thing took less than an hour.
How many were killed?
Jacobites lost something in the region of 2,000 men. Culloden marked the end of the clans. The end of the Highlander way of life.
It's a big one. Clan Mackenzie.
Going to the river to wash.
Let her go. Who are you? An English lady of Oxfordshire. That's what you'd have us believe. You've seen things. On the road. You tell the Redcoats and we'll be bound for crosses just like the men we cut down.
I'm not a spy.
Maybe not. But you're sowing the seeds of doubt in our midst.
I'm trying to save your life.
Madam.
They're gonna steal her?
Lieutenant Jeremy Foster. of His Majesty's army. This time I do mean to ascertain the lady's well-being.
The lady is none of your concern.
You are?
Dougal Mackenzie, war chief and brother to Colin, laird of the Mackenzie clan and the lands upon which you stand.
Tell me, madam, are you here by your own choice?
Yep. She's gonna say yes. She's gonna say yes. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm sure she's gonna say yes. That's rude, first of all. But I'm sure she's gonna say yes. Because if she says yes, oh, but at the same time, I kind of feel like she would say yes. Because that's like the ultimate trust, right? If she says yes, they're gonna be like, wait, she could have gone to her people. She didn't. So she's not a spy. Because if she goes with the British army, she can just say that, like, yeah, I've been trying to get back to this place. I need to go meet my husband. They're just gonna be like, oh, all right, let's do that. We'll bring you over there. Like, she won't have to deal with the whole, like, being suspicious of her. And she's not gonna have to make plans to just, like, move around. But I still think that where she's trying to go is on the land of the Mackenzies. Right? So what is she gonna do? I really don't know, because what if she's caught on the land of the Mackenzie clan when she's trying to go back to the rocks? I really don't know. I feel like it could go either way. But it would be really interesting if she says, like, yes, I'm being held against my will. And she goes with the British. It would be really interesting. Maybe she'll go and then come back to them and be like, I'm so sorry. But if she says that she's held against her will, they're gonna attack the Mackenzie, right? They said you'll be dealt with. Or maybe she can say, no, I'm not being held against my will, but since you're here, I mean, I can come with you guys. You know? That could be good, because that way the Mackenzies don't get in trouble. But she still leaves. That was a good episode. That was exciting. And it's just so well done, because it makes you think, like, whatever they say when she's like, oh, so he's stealing from them, and then I get riled up, right? And I'm like, oh, Dougal, what the fuck? But then you learn that he's just trying to earn some money for an army to fight the British, so that the king, a Stuart king, which is Scottish king, I am guessing. I don't know enough on the subject to be like 100% accurate. I'm just gonna say what I think I understand, okay? Because it's so interesting, and I wish I knew more on this subject, and it makes me want to, like, read into it and just learn more about whatever they're saying, because it's so interesting. Like, when we see the flashbacks and they're talking about the real battles that happened, it's just so interesting. And, like, this battle, it made, like, it put an end to all the clans. And she did see, like, she saw the rock that said Clan Mackenzie. It's just, the thing is, when you're in school, like, history is so boring. They make it seem so boring, but when you're an adult, it's like the most interesting thing. Like, learning about history and just reading into stuff, learning things about countries and wars that you've never even thought twice about ever since school, you know? I remember I hated history. It was so boring, because the teachers, they didn't, like, make an effort for us to be interested. And when you're a teenager, you're not gonna care about like having a boring teacher who speaks in a tone of voice that like puts you to sleep. But then when I got to hear how it works, it's like we finish high school and then there's a 2 or 3 years between high school and university. It's called cégep, and it's like it's pre-university if you want. And I got there and I had a class on US history, and I think it was my favorite class of my 2 years and a half of cégep, mostly because of the teacher. The teacher was so awesome, and he made me excited for that class. And I remember like doing my assignments, and it was just like I finally understood some stuff that I had learned a few years earlier that I never really been like, oh, okay, but everything was clicking together, and that feeling was awesome. I freaking love that class. So, you know, this is making me like I'm itching to just like learn more about it. And I think until I watch another one of this, and at some point it will be a constant on the channel, like it will be a weekly post, and I will immerse myself into this history so that I don't look like a complete idiot. And I want to understand, and I just really love this show and how it's done, because it has some reality to it. Like this stuff has happened, you know. So yeah, I guess until next time. But I love this. I absolutely love this. Thank you so much, James, for making me watch this. And one day you won't have to make me watch it. I'll watch it on my own. So that was Outlander season 1 episode 5. What was the name of the episode? It was Rent. It was fucking awesome. It was amazing, and I can't wait to see what she does and how it helps her, or is it going to be another challenge? But it's really good stuff. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next request. Bye bye.